Closing out the session at 1.98%, had been as high as 2%. So really back to the highs of the year. And of course, high yields don't bode well for tech. What also doesn't bode so well is that prospect of higher inflation.
The Kremlin now says 89 soldiers were killed, the largest such loss it has acknowledged in the war. It blamed the soldiers' mobile phone use for exposing their location.
And we didn't think that we'd be here now with this debt contagion, but here we are. So this is China's largest developer, as you mentioned, Country Garden. They posted a 96% slump in profits. This is a big day for JP Morgan across the US, as you mentioned. They're going to be opening their offices to workers on a voluntary basis. Many of them were shut during the pandemic. I'm actually outside the New York headquarters. That has been open throughout. The real story was in the oil market, where we saw WTI at one point as high as $130 a barrel, then back to $119. So a lot of volatility in today's session.
Boris Johnson bowed to the inevitable today. He resigned as British Prime Minister after a succession of scandals and the rebellion of his own cabinet. And this really speaks to the rift that we are seeing within the Democratic Party between those progressives and moderates. Progressives wanting to tie this to the reconciliation bill for higher taxes and spending. And a lot of this is down to its Old Navy brand. Now, this was meant to be its kind of star performer and lead the engine of growth, but it seems that it's in trouble.
For all Hollywood's talk of diversity, a UCLA report shows that Asians account for just 6% of leads, 4% of writers and 7% of directors in all major film categories. Peloton is slashing prices for its 3 major hardware products whilst boosting the cost of its subscription, part of a comeback plan that centers on generating more recurring revenue. But if I look at the world currency rankings, it's a terminal that we've got in our function. You look at it from a year-to-date basis, not surprising that you see the commodity-linked currencies. Those are your best performers there. The Brazilian real, that's up some 17%.
The message from Wall Street: expect an uneven year in trading. A much anticipated global recession is likely going to finally land, making it hard for financial markets to rebound from a punishing 2022.